Right, here we go. Here it is. Now, if you look here, now these are ricotta doughnuts.
Oh.
So these are light as anything, with a rhubarb compote in the background, you can see there.
Yummy.
And then we're going to use rhubarb here in a stir-fry, sort of sweet and sour type idea.
Oh, that's interesting.
With a bit of pepper, it's very simple.
With pork?
With pork.
So because pork goes well with apples, we know they're friends.
It does.
So they're good friends with rhubarb too?
They are. They're all good friends together. They're all big, one happy family.
Good.
Pork's a bit like turkey. You can pretty much attach any flavour profile to it. Sweet, sour fruits, you know, all those sort of things. So I want to talk about the compote first. So basically we're making a stew to start with. Now here, I've got a little bit of oil in here, and this is fresh ginger. I hate like stem ginger and... Oh, God. Oh,
Do you?
no.
Oh, no, you don't. Ginger nut biscuits you can't eat, can you?
God, can't.
But you like fresh. That's a lot of ginger.
A lot of ginger. Bear in mind, we've got a lot of rhubarb here. Now, years ago, we used to use lemongrass, as it is now, which we still do, but now you can buy lemongrass puree, which is really good. So you don't have to take the bits out and you get...
And you don't get that woodiness.
Exactly. So in that goes as well. Give that a couple of minutes just to warm through if we're in real time here. And then, now this is rhubarb. This is what we call main crop rhubarb, which is not the early force stuff you get from late November, end of January, sort of early February. This is what will go now right through to November. It's great for stews and pickles and compotes and that sort of thing and crumbles, but it doesn't look particularly nice. Not that lovely pink stuff which we have, you know, early in the year.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So in that goes, and they just pop that in like so. I've just chopped it up. Then I'm going to add a little bit of sugar. Now, there's about 125 grams of sugar there at this stage. Now, rhubarb changes different sourness, so you need to cook that right down.
And
This is British rhubarb.
This is absolutely British rhubarb. Cook it down. And then, to that, I'm going to add a little touch of vinegar as well, just to help that sort of sweet and sour along, to cut the sweetness. And after about 15 minutes, you'll end up with this one here. All I've done is just chew that up.
Okay. It really breaks down, doesn't it?
It does break down, but you can see about the colour.
Have you blitzed that?
No, it's literally
just
smashed up with...
Smashed it up.
Because you can see here, when you cut
Not
across...
much in it.
No, it just breaks apart, so you've got little tiny fibres like that. Anyway, so there it is. So that's not too sweet at the moment, and we're going to make a quick stir-fry. So, in this pan here, I've got 2 tablespoons of oil. Using fillet of pork.
I find pork really dry, always.
I'm glad you said that, because fillet pork is the leanest cut of the animal. It's the fillet, and that's by less than 2% fat. Now, if you overcook that by 2 seconds, it goes dry and almost like cotton woolly.
Yeah.
Here's a great tip. Half an egg white. Any starch. So this is corn flour, arrowroot, whatever you like. Mix that in together like that. That's all you need. It looks like a tiny, tiny amount. Mix that to a very fine paste. And you just chop all the pork in. OK. The recipe is for 2 portions. And you just coat the pork in this...
What does that do then?
Now, because it's a starch-based albumin, it coats the outside of the pork. So when you cook it, poach it, fry it, it seals it instantly, so the juice stays inside, it steams inside. So you can taste the difference.
People always overcook it because of the old days when they thought it was going to make them poorly, didn't it?
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be absolutely...
Yes, there was a parasite that could live in a human being. It's called trichinosis. And they've known in the UK since the end of the war years. But that's why they now say you can actually cook it very, very... You can undercook it. In actual fact, I was in Spain at the weekend, and I had a raw pork dish. A raw pork sausage,
raw pork.
It was delicious.
Raw
sausage, yeah.
You're
Chopped up
brave.
with olive oil. It's delicious. Right, wash my hands. So,
Wow.
now all you need to do is just seal this pork, and you'll see it seals pretty much straight away. Bit of colour on there, turn it over, and I'm not going to overcook this.
How long would you cook that for?
About
Are you
a
doing
minute.
this like in real time? This is what you cook it for?
Yep. So it's in there now. So we've sealed one side, the other side's just there. While they're cooking, I'm going to add here red pepper, yellow pepper and onion, which I've just cooked beforehand. A little bit of that goes in, like so. And then, now we'll have browned the other side. Do it out of the way, I don't want to cover you in it. So that's still pink there, inside. OK. Then, back over to my rhubarb puree, which is what we've got here. So this is the same as that one there, we just made it a bit earlier. OK. And I'm going to put 1, 2, 3. Touch of water. That gives a bit of steam, not a lot. I'll put a little pepper, a bit of salt. And I'm going to give that a quick...
And if it wasn't rhubarb season, you still wanted to make this, what could you put in it instead of that rhubarb?
Oh, anything. You could put pineapple works very well, pineapple puree. You could use...
apricots or something like that might be quite... Apricots, would there be apricots?
Puree, any type of it. Raisins quite nice. The new buzz food is date puree. Date puree is lovely for cakes and that sort of thing. You've taken out
Yeah.
the sugar. That worked really well. I'm going to let that cook while we carry on. I'm going to turn the heat right down on that one.
Okay,
OK, so that's that one there.
that's good.